2, 1, action!
Hi guys, welcome to week 7. So this week we're doing a little bit of an overall sort of workout, and again just focusing on those core muscles. So a little bit of a shorter one this week, but still we're going to get that heart rate up a little bit, and then we're going to go do some Pilates moves on the floor, and then we're going to do some stretches to finish off. So as usual, we're going to go into our little stretch routine. So to the back of your mats, down, push open, forwards, hand and foot together and round. Let's say when you first start off, just take your time. Just make every movement count, keeping the legs straight and roll up. So back down, push open, and as you feel yourself start to stretch off, you can move on a little quicker. It's into 3. So this is a stretch and a warm-up at the same time. So if you feel a little tight in your muscles and you feel that you need to stay in one place a little longer, that's fine. Two more. And then last one, roll up, and last one. Okay, so that's just a nice kind of all-over stretch to get us started. So also, just as we're starting to warm up a little bit, we're going to go heel taps. And we're just going to do this for 30 seconds, thereabouts. And this will start to get the hips warmed up for what we're about to do. Ignore the noise of the bins. So then start to quicken them up a little bit. So the heels to heels. Feel the outside of the thighs starting to work as well as the inners. And then from here we're then going to go ski slides. Okay, so 30 seconds of these. Make sure you get the core tight, arms working as well, and really stretch that back leg across. And then if you can, just speed it up a little bit. Get a little bit lower in your movement, but still keep that back straight. Okay, so now the next one that we're going to do, we're going to go feet just past shoulder width. We're going to go squat, hold for 5, then we're going to jump up, click feet together and back to squat position. And we're going to do 10 of those. So if you're ready, down to squat, hold for about 5, jump up, heels together, back to squat, hold for 5, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so think, keep back straight, 8, core engaged, 9, last one, and 10, back to your squat. Okay, so now you should start to feel the front of your thighs a little bit, and your bum's worked up as well. Okay, last week we did jumping jacks. So we're going to do 10 jumping jacks. Then we're going to go straight into plank. While we're in plank, we're going to do shoulder taps 10. Then from your shoulder taps, you're going to do climbers. Don't know if you can see that from there. The climbers. And then straight from climbers, jump back up. And then back to where we were before. So that's one round. We're going to start off slow, then we get a little quicker, and then the last rep quicker again, so 3 sets. So just to begin with, 10 jumping jacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down into your plank. 10 shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then your climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jump up. That's one round. Next round a little quicker. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to plank. Shoulder taps. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jump up. Okay, last one. As quick as you can. Burn through it. Get rid of some of those calories and get the heart up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plank. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And jump up. Good, well done. So, active recovery now for 30 seconds are what we call climbers. So hands up as if you're climbing a ladder, knees up. And I want you to make a note of this because we're going to be doing it again in part of the next one, but a little quicker. So breathing out. Keeping those arms reaching up. Okay. Now, the next part we're going to use the step for this. And what we're going to do, reverse step. So we're going to start in this position. We're going to push up, back to your step, and back down again. So we're going to do 5 of those. When we've done that, the same leg that's been pushing is going to go forwards and push back. Forwards and push back. Then we're going to add 30 seconds of that climb as we've just done, but fast, before we change legs to do the other side. So start position, foot on your step, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foot forward, 1, push back, 2, push back, 3, push back, 4, push back, 5, push back, climbers. Keep going, as quick as you can. And then revert back to start position, other leg onto your step, push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same leg goes forward. 1, push back. 2, push back. 3, push back. 4, push back. 5, push back, and climbers. Keep breathing. Remember, breathing out just as important as breathing in. Keep the knees up and relax. Take a few breaths. So now we've got the heart rate up, now we can allow it to come back down again. So a couple of nice breaths. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to go onto your mat. So a little bit of floor work and a little bit of Pilates. So the first thing that we're going to do, those that do Pilates are going to recognise this one. And it's called hundreds. So hundreds is basically, you're going to come up into that kind of position, so feet hovering, core engaged, head off the floor, and you're going to pump to the count of 100. So when we do that, engage the core, but remember to keep breathing as well. So this is going to be really good for sitting trot. So are we ready? So go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You keep counting. Think about pushing your heels together. Squeeze your bum. Keep that core in. And then once you've got your 100, just rest and sit up for a second. Okay, a couple of nice breaths in. Make sure you're not feeling lightheaded or anything. Reset the body. So the next one we're going to do is a sit-up. Then we're going to do the tap that we've done before, the side taps, and then touch toes and back down again. So we're going to do 5 of those because it's quite difficult, because we're going to do another set of sit-ups afterwards. So roll yourself back down. So first sit-up, up, feet off, 1, 2, touch the toes, roll back down again. So that's 1. Sit up, feet off, 1, 2, touch toes, back down again. 2, sitting up, feet off, tap, tap, toes, and back down again. 4, tap, tap, toes, and back down again. Feet off, tap, tap, toes, and back down again. Okay, so staying in that sit-up position, the next lot of sit-ups we're going to do sit-up, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down again. So we're just doing 5 of those. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. And 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. And 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down. And last one, up, 1, 4, 5, and back down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn over to the Superman position. So flat on your tummy. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift arms and legs off, and we're going to go forwards, out, forwards and down. We're going to do 5 of those. Okay, so we start at hands forward and legs out. We're going to go up, out, together, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So from there now we're going to roll back over to your bridge position that we did. So when we're going to do the bridges, we're going to go flat back. We're going to go 5 up and downs. Then we're going to stay up, and we're going to do 5 leg raises, and then we're going to do 5 little circles, and then change legs. So ready? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do a leg out, down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay in there, circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Change legs. So we're going to think up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg out, down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down to the floor and rest. Okay, so that's all the kind of exercise that we're going to do today. Now we're just going to have a couple of nice little stretches off, just to get the muscles lengthened again after they've gone short from the exercise. So first ones we're going to do are the nice simple quad stretches, because we've used the legs quite a bit. So balance onto your leg, hold the ankle, both hands together if you can behind, so shoulders back, hips forward, keep the knees together, and just feel the front of that quad really stretch off, and keeping the hips forward, you should start to feel it in your flexors as well. And then change legs, so find your balance, knees together, shoulders back, hips forward. And then down. So from here now we're going to do a roll down. So first thing is chin to chest, and then slowly each vertebrae down to the floor. When we get to the floor, we're going to hopefully get our fingers or hands, if we can, to the floor, whichever you can. And then from here we're going to open the legs up a little bit, and then bring the weight over one leg and let the inner thigh stretch. If you can as well, if you turn your foot heels out and toes up, that helps to give a deeper stretch just behind the knee. And then bring your foot back, bring yourself back up and across with the hands, weight over the other leg and down. And then turn the foot, push the heels down, toes up, and feel that stretch there. So from here then we're just going to bring ourselves back to the middle, turn the feet one way and your body, so you've got foot facing forward and one out behind, and then from here we're just going to go into that reverse lunge and then lift up onto your knee. Really push those hips down to the floor, open up that thigh. And then bring the hands back down, lift, straighten the first leg, come across, reverse the feet the other way, and then down over your foot. And then once you're happy there, bring the hands up onto your knee and lift up through your body. So that's a real good one for that inner thigh, for that flexors on the front there. Now, hands to the floor, bring yourself back round, face the front, lift yourself up, roll up, vertebrae at a time, and then head up, and then bring your feet back in. So the next one that we like to do for the riders is that swan pose. So down into your plank kind of position, leg across, and sit down. So almost similar to the one that we've just done, but this one works the bum really and the hip, so the outer part of the hip. And then if you're comfortable there, you can just drop down to your elbows, so that pulls the leg closer to your chest, so it makes it more of a stretch. And then again, bring yourself back up, change the legs, Creep the back leg out if you can. Really feel that this hip now starts to push down. Make sure that the hips stay facing forward, that you don't try and twist them. So make sure your hips are still facing forward. And then bring yourself down to your elbows if you can. Okay, and then from here we bring ourselves back up. And what we can do is just bring the legs forward. So we're just going to think now to stretch the same area but a different group of muscles. So ankle over the top of your other leg. If you can't bring it past your knee, that's fine, just wherever you feel comfortable, but the more you can bring that leg higher up, the more it's going to stretch off in that hip. And then just gently push down on the knee to where you feel comfortable. And just sit there for a couple of seconds just to feel that stretch. And again, even though it's in the same area, you'll feel it's a different group of muscles that are working. And then change legs. Just bring that foot up if you can. And gently push down on your knee. And then, as always, we're going to finish off with the Cobra to Child's Pose. So if we start off in the Child's Pose, so heels kind of together, knees about shoulder width apart, and then down into the Child's Pose first. Creep those hands forward so your back stays flat, and forehead to floor. Nice deep breath there. And then come forward into your Cobra, hips to the floor, lift up through that chest. Try and keep the arms straight if you can and think shoulders back. Open up the front of that chest. And then heels together, back to your Child's Pose. And then forwards once more to your Cobra. And then back to your Child's Pose to finish off. And stay there till you feel ready to get up. Okay. So next week is week 8. We've come quite far so far, and I'm happy to keep going as long as we're still in lockdown and you guys are happy to do some more exercise. But next week we're just going to have a little bit of fun with some props. So for next week, you're going to need a brush or anything that's got a pole, and we need some tins. So these are 400 gram tins, so that's kind of a nice lightish weight. If you want to go heavier, that's entirely up to you. I'm not telling you what we're doing till next week. So have fun with what we've done today, and see you next week. Bye.